If you're new, hit that sub button, like the video, turn on notifications. Now let's get it.
Alright, welcome back to another video. On this video, we're going to be talking about the best natures for each starter in Loomian Legacy. As you know, Loomian Legacy drops tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a lot of content on the game. And on this video, I have my friend FEARMYYYY with me, so introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm FEARMYYYY.
Okay. Alright, so remember that this can easily change based off evolutions, moves learned, abilities, items, and all that crap. And since we have little information, we're gonna have to work with what we have. So like, we're gonna be doing this based off the first move, what type the first move, ranged or regular attack. And we're gonna do this based off the Loomian stats. And remember, it's not really natures in Loomian Legacy. They're actually called personalities, but for just the sake of being simple for the video, we're just gonna call them natures. But of course, when I play Loomian Legacy, I'm gonna call them personalities. But yeah, all right. So also, we're not gonna be including the energy stat in this game because I know there is an energy stat in the game where you can like rest and stuff. It's not like from Pokemon. It's completely different. This is completely in Loomian Legacy by itself. There's like a rest where you have to like, if you run out of what is it called? Energy? Isn't it energy? If you run out of energy, you have to wait a turn to get more energy back before you use another move, and each move takes a different amount of energy. But yeah, we're not going to be including that in this video because I don't know how big of an effect energy will have on the game. So yeah, we're not going to include that when it comes to natures in this game. So yeah, alright, let's get started. Alright, so before we talk about the first star on the list, I have to explain to you guys the different personalities or natures that are in this game. So first we have Hyper. Hyper increases energy, but Dull decreases energy. Every Loomian has a chance of spawning when you capture them. They have two different personalities, but there's a rare chance that you can have a Loomian and it will only have one personality. This is what you really want. Well, I'm just gonna call it nature. This is what you really want because one nature is good. So basically, you can have one nature that you can have a Loomian, right? Let's say you have Ambit or Eaglet. It increases speed, but you have no subtractions. Unlike in Pokemon, every time you got a nature, something increases but something decreases. But in Loomian Legacy, there's a feature where you can only have one nature. So that's what you really want. So that's what we're mostly going to be talking about in this video. We're not going to be talking about two different personalities or natures because that'll just make the video too complicated. So yeah, there are natures that increase special attack but decrease attack and stuff, but we're not going to talk about that because the video would be too complicated and I don't want you guys to be confused on what we're talking about. So for the sake of being simple, we're just going to talk about only one nature for each Loomian. But yeah, all right, so there's also a nature that you don't want, and the nature that you don't want is called what is this thing called?
Indifferent. You don't want indifferent.
You really don't want indifferent because what indifferent does is that it doesn't increase anything at all. So basically, you have one of the plain stats. Indifferent doesn't increase or decrease anything, and that's what you don't want. If you get a Loomian that has indifferent, just throw it away. You don't want that. I mean, if you're playing PvE, I'm a PvP ed, so I'm not going to be doing this. If you're playing PvE, yeah, it doesn't really matter much for you, but me, I'm going to make sure all my Loomians have the best natures. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing because I am a PvP head. So yeah, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you're in PvP, this is very important. But yeah, all right, so for the first starter, we have Ambit. Ambit, his stats are really high in a melee defense and they are high in melee attack. As you can see, his range attack, the blue bar right here, is very low. But on his first move, Ambit's first move is Singe. What is, am I saying this right?
Singe. It's
Singe.
ranged.
Singe. It's a range attack for whatever reason, but just don't even regard the first attack. I'm guessing that they didn't care and they just put like melee, or I think they put regular attack or range attack. I'm guessing they didn't care. But yeah, even though it says that, his attack is highly melee attack. So this tells me that when they evolve, they're gonna get more melee attacks, and they're gonna be more focused on melee. So that's why I'm saying don't regard the first move that they get. But yeah, what you want for Ambit, the nature that you'd want for Ambit is a nature that increases a lot of attack. And a nature that increases a lot of attack, which is the green nature for that you want boosted, is Brawny, because Brawny only boosts attack, and then the rest of that, the other nature, I'd highly recommend you don't get one because what?
If you're lucky, you won't get one.
Yeah,
won't
if you're
get the
okay, yeah.
second one.
If you're lucky, you won't get one. But if you do get another nature, even though you get brawny, I'd recommend probably getting a nature that decreases his range attack. But if you can't, the best nature for him is brawny. But if you don't want attack, if you think his attack is already too high, if you want speed, you can go for a nature like nimble. Nimble will boost his speed and he'll be faster. But when he gets to his last form, he's gonna be bigger and like stronger. So the choice is yours. Either nimble for speed or brawny for damage. Those are the best two natures for Ambit. Of course, if you don't want to do any of those, if you want to make a tanky Ambit, I don't know why, but if you want to do that, go ahead and do you. But the best natures in my opinion are brawny for damage and nimble for speed. But yeah. All right, next. All right, okay, so for Dripple, this one's kind of complicated because there's no personality that increased health, and his highest stat is health, but we're not gonna regard that, I guess, because there's no nature that increases that. So Dripple, as you can see, he has a lot of melee attack, and the range attack is not too much of a difference, but mostly as you said, FEARMYYY, Dripple is basically kind of like a tank. Like on his last form, he's probably gonna be really tanky. Probably, I don't know his last form, but I'm assuming it's gonna be really tanky based off his stats. Yeah, you're gonna be EV train. You can you can EV train, or what is it called? TP train, teleport. Training points.
Something like that.
What do they call that? Training points train? Like
Yeah, it's training points, I think.
okay, but you're gonna be able to EV train it in health or whatever. But yeah, anyway, the best natures for a Dripple you'd want, if you want damage, you can go brawny, but I wouldn't recommend that because we don't really know what type of moves is gonna get down the line of either range or melee. So that's why it's kind of hard, because brawny increases regular attack, but smart increases range attack. But the choice is yours if you want damage. But I wouldn't really recommend damage for Dripple. I'd recommend you go something tanky like robust or clever, because robust increases defense, and that could help him because his defense stat is what's his defense stat? His melee defense, of course. This is the yellow bar right here. That one you can boost that, or if you want range defense, which is the green bar, you can boost that. I recommend you just go a tanky with Dripple, but of course I doubt everyone's gonna do that, but you can do whatever you want. But I'd recommend you go defense with Dripple because he seems like a tank. He seems like his last one's probably gonna be tanky, but yeah, all this stuff can easily change with the evolutions. We haven't seen them yet. We're just going off based off what we have. So yeah, for Dripple you want robust or yeah, clever. All right, for Fevine or Fevine, whatever you want to pronounce it, this one's kind of easy. This one's kind of like very simple. As you can see, Fevine's has probably definitely the highest melee attack out of all the starters. As you can see, this orange bar is gigantic. It's at like 76, 77, around that range. It's very high. So for Fevine, if you want damage, if you want to try and one-shot people, you can go brawny for the melee attack, but I wouldn't really recommend that because because its attack stat is already very high. I recommend you just get speed, because his speed is not, his speed is high, but if you want to get his speed up to where his melee attack is, you can probably just get a nature that revolves around speed, which is nimble, because that'll boost his speed. And for the second nature, just, I don't know, get something that decreases range attack. I don't know which one's that.
Yeah.
Something that decreases range attack. That's clumsy. Clumsy. Nimble and clumsy could be good, but of course the best nature alone is just nimble or brawny for the one shot. It's basically personal preference. I'd go nimble, but if you want to try and one shot people, go ahead and go brawny. But I'd go nimble for Fevine or Fevine, whatever you want to call it. All right,
that's
so
like 80, 78.
I don't know, dude. It's very high. All right, so for Eaglet, the Eaglet, as you can see with the blue bar, this is his range attack. He has the highest range attack out of all the starters. So basically, it's like a special attack. His range attack is gonna be like the highest out of all the starters. So basically, you want a smart. Well, actually, no, you don't want smart. You can go smart. This one's just like Fevine. It's a personal preference. If you want to try and one-shot people and get even more range attack, you're welcome to go smart nature, but I wouldn't do that because it's already very high. On top of that, you can EV train it in range attack if you want. So I'd just go speed for Eaglet, but of course if you want tanky, you can go anything else. But I'd recommend you just get nimble for Fevon, I mean not for Fevon, for Eaglet, so you can get some speed, and then you can have high speed and high range attack, so you can basically sweep people's teams easily because of that high special attack. It's basically like what is it, Alakazam for Pokemon? You know Alakazam?
You'll be able to one-shot people before they even get to do anything.
Yeah, because you're faster and your special attack is insanely high. So yeah, but this can easily change with evolutions, but I doubt it's gonna change because its melee attack is very low. So yeah, I'd recommend going nimble and nimble, or if you want damage, you can go smart. But I'd go nimble for Eaglet.
Has equal attack.
Oh yeah, this one is hard. Alright, so for Vanbat, this is probably the hardest starter that's up here. Actually, Snowcub might be. But this is probably the hardest starter that's up here because the problem with Vanbat is that since we barely have information, all we can do is rely on stats to predict its best nature. But the thing is, it has the same amount of melee attack as it does in range attack. But that's the problem. So, but its first move, what is its first move again? It's like chomp or something. It's like bite or something. Yeah. Its first move is like bite. So, and that's a melee move. It's a dark move. And if you look at its last evolution, it's something that has like big claws. It's very big, and you can see claws in the picture of like the shadow. So I'm going to assume that for Vanbat, what you're gonna want to get is Brawny if you want damage. But if you want speed, you can get
Nimble.
Nimble. But I'd recommend that, but who knows what will happen. They can easily switch up on the last form. It's gonna have a whole bunch of range attack moves, but I highly doubt it because it has very sharp claws in the shadow of its last evolution. So I'm guessing you should go Brawny or Nimble. Since it already has a lot of speed, I'd probably just, if I were to get Vanbat, I'd just go Brawny, so I can get a lot of melee attack, and then I'm gonna have a lot of melee attack, and then I can EV train in speed or EV train in both, and then I can just pretty much sweep people's teams. But yeah, that's basically what I do. So for the best natures for Vanbat, I go either Nimble for speed or Brawny if you want damage. The choice is yours. All right, for Snowcub, yeah, it has a lot of range attack though. But yeah, all right, for Snowcub, if you want damage for Snowcub, as you can see, its range attack is pretty high. It's nowhere near Eaglet's, but it's pretty high. If you want damage, you can go smart nature because that boosts special, I mean not special attack, range attack. But I think it's gonna be a tank.
The final evolution looks like a big golem thing.
It has look how much range attack. It has a lot of range attack.
And the health is pretty decent too, if you look at the health.
Like, if you look at the stats, you can see it has a lot of range attack, and it's not very fast. It's probably the slowest out of all the starters up here. Is it?
It's the second slowest or third slowest, I think.
I'm pretty sure it's like... Bunny's probably the slowest.
It's behind the tanks.
But yeah, it looks pretty slow, so I'm guessing it's going to be very tanky because it has a lot of special defense. And melee defense, it's not very high, but...
Yeah, it's
decent. It's decent, but this one you can go either three things. You can either go, if you want damage, you can go smart if you want the range damage, because to enhance its range attack for even more damage to try to sweep. But I don't think you're gonna be sweeping with this thing because it's slow. Yeah, it's slow. But if you want, I'd recommend going defense.
He can stall rounds.
Yeah, he can probably stall rounds. I'd go defense and get either robust or clever for increased special defense or increased melee defense. Wait, what nature increases special defense? I mean the regular defense. Robust. I'd go robust if I were you for a Snowcub to increase its melee defense, and I'd EV train it in health and melee defense or special defense, and it would be tanky as heck, and it would just stall rounds like crazy, and you can just kill people with your range attacks. But yeah, that depends on what moves it gets. But yeah, I'd recommend. Wait, what were you saying?
I just wanted to say, with new energy thing, you could probably waste a lot of people's energy by creating a tank.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh crap. Walls are gonna be a thing in this game. Oh god, that's gonna be annoying. There's gonna be like walls.
You're gonna be wasting people's energy. Yeah, that's what probably.
Oh no. Okay, tanks are gonna be like needed in teams. You can't sweep. You literally can't sweep. You're gonna run out of energy. That's why energy is probably gonna be really important. But we're not counting that in this video. We don't know how big of a factor it's gonna be.
Just keep it in mind.
Yeah, but just keep it. Don't forget about energy. Energy is a thing in this game. But yeah, that's basically for Snowcub. I'd recommend you go what was I about? Oh, robust for defense or clever for special defense. The choice is yours. Alright, for the last starter we have up here, this is the lightning one. This is Weavolt. If you want damage to enhance his already high special attack, because as you can see, his special attack bar is pretty high. If you want more damage, I'd go smart if I were you, because it's literally like, doesn't it turn into like a lightning dragon in the end or some crap? What is his last evolution?
It's like a serpent shaped thing. Yeah.
So it's probably gonna have a gigantic amount of range attack. I don't think it's gonna be near eagly, but it's already has a high amount. But yeah, it's already pretty fast. This thing is like Jolteon. It's like Jolteon in my opinion. Just EV train it in like its range attack and attack. I mean in speed. But if you want speed, go nimble. If you want damage, go smart. Its speed is already pretty high. I'd probably just go smart.
Yeah,
I'd probably
go just for the damage.
Yeah, I'd want more damage.
Some of the speed, but
I'd go damage.
It's like a choice. It's
your choice. Any of them is good. I'd go either smart or I'd go nimble. But yeah, that's basically the list. These are all the starters. Remember that. Do not forget energy is a thing in this game. So walls are gonna be. Oh god, walls are gonna be annoying. So tanks are gonna be like a problem in this game because they're gonna stall out your stamina. They're just gonna eat your attacks and then stall out all your stamina. And then once you have to wait to rest to wait a turn, since you're out of energy, they're just gonna attack you and kill you.
Yeah.
or you're gonna switch. But yeah,
so you're gonna
remember,
have to play it safe in this game.
Yeah, you have to be really smart when it comes to this, especially PvP. PvP is gonna be just like you can't meta mats in this game like in Brick Bronze. Because you don't know what's good. You don't know what Loomians are good. You don't know what Pokemon's good or Loomian. That's the problem. Well, yeah, that's basically the list. That's basically the list of all the best natures. So tell me what you guys think. If you guys want to go defense, you can do that. Don't forget energy is a thing. EV train and health, because health is gonna be very important. I definitely will be. But yeah. Loomian Legacy comes out tomorrow. I hope to see you guys at the stream tomorrow because I'm going to be streaming when the game comes out immediately. I don't know what time the game is going to come out, but whenever it does come out, I'm going to be live streaming. So yeah. Anyway, FEARMYYYY, you want to say anything else before we go?
I just wanted to say that all the starters have the same energy.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh crap, they do.
Look at the chart.
Yeah, they do. Okay, so all the starters have the same energy. Wait, are all Loomians going to have the same energy? Or
the evolutions might change it though.
I don't know. Anyway, you want to shout out your channel?
Yeah. Subscribe to Fear. You can't really search up Fear, but you can link it.
I'm gonna link it down below in the description. It's gonna be in the comments. So yeah, make sure you go check out FEARMYYYY. We're trying to get him to 500 subs. How many subs are you at? 300? 299?
403 now. I'm on
403. All right, yeah, let's try and get him to 500 subs with this video. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the Loomian Legacy stream, and I'll see you guys later.